Scorpio, this is a very significant month for you, as in July, Saturn, which is in Scorpio, as I'm sure you know, is moving direct. So there's 2 times a year where the outer planets move either retrograde or direct, and those 2 times are at their power points. And one of them will be happening in July. We have it on July 20th. In addition, in July for you, Mars will be going into Scorpio, your sign, and in its rulership. Now let's back up and go to the 1st of July. We start July out with Mercury going direct. Mercury is going direct in Gemini, which is 150 degrees away from your sun sign, Scorpio. And that is an adjustment angle. It's called aspect, adjustment. Mercury's communication. It's in its rulership, so there's strong thinking, communication. But it's saying there's something about adjusting the way you're communicating with others. And you're a Scorpio. Directness is where it's at, but not everybody's a Scorpio. So there's this adjustment, vibration in the communication. The full moon in Capricorn on the 12th is a pretty intense full moon. There is, in general, there's this vibration of what are our emotional needs? How can we let go of emotional negativity? And how can we know our foundation of where we feel secure, what we're responsible towards, what we need in life to feel that things are balanced between our outer world, our career world, our reputation, and our inner world, our emotional world. How do we balance those two? Yet, in addition to this full moon, there is Mars, your ruling planet, conjunct the north node of the moon. And that is a message from the universe that is saying, hey, get motivated, put energy, put action into where your life purpose is meant, you want it to be, you want it to go. What is your purpose? What is your passion? What is your mission? Where are you going? What are you doing about that? And with that, we have Eris, E-R-I-S, conjunct the south node, which is swallowing it up, giving up that where we feel excluded in life. Eris is that principle, that concept of being excluded. Eris was the goddess of chaos, but also she was not invited to a wedding and got really upset about that and made a big stink over it. A lot of chaos, a lot of drama over it. Barging in when hey, why didn't you invite me? So there's this giving up of wherever you feel that you've been excluded in life, whatever, other people have, but I don't have. That exclusion is like, why am I left out? To give those emotions up. They're not helping you. And also to give up the chaos and give up drama. And in doing that, there's this movement towards your future, purpose, and freedom with that. Now, when these major 2 planets make the shift, Saturn in Scorpio, on the 20th, you can feel all that energy beginning to move towards whatever you want to do next, what's important for you next, wherever you might have felt blocked. The next stop, right? The direct retrograde points. The next stop for Saturn is in Sagittarius. So it's moving out of your sign in December. Now it does retrograde back in the very late degrees of Scorpio next summer. But the next stop is Sagittarius. So good riddance on some level. Have you done your homework? Have you taken a close look at your life and got rid of what doesn't work and put into your life what did work, Do you have the discipline? Do you have the fortitude to say, this is my path? This is what I need to do in order to be able to be. There's a sense of what's my path and what needs to be done? What are the steps to take? And Uranus goes retrograde on the 21st, and Uranus wants freedom. Now, Uranus in Aries is the other sign. There's two signs that are quincunx, the aspect of adjustment for any sun sign, and yours are Gemini and Aries. And that Aries, there's this adjustment energy. What do you need to adjust to? And it's suggesting there's some adjustment to be made in the basic schedule of life. I do this then, I do this that. These are the things that need to get done. These are the things I wish I didn't have to do, but sooner or later, I don't have any more clean clothes and it's laundry time. To make an adjustment in getting that side of life organized, and including your health, just so you have energy in order for the rest of fulfillment. Now, the new moon in Leo on the 26th, by the time we have the new moon in Leo, Jupiter goes into Leo on the 16th. And then we have the new moon in Leo conjunct Jupiter, really expanding the heart. And this, the day before the new moon in Leo, Mars goes into your sign, Scorpio. This is pointing to getting in touch with your passion, getting in touch with the wisdom of the heart's mind, the wisdom in the heart. But for what? For passion, for what you feel that you want to be, that wakes you up in the morning and you feel very inspired. I got to do this. Get out of my way. I have a mission to accomplish. This is what's important to me. So, and the beauty, the gift, the grace of the universe is Jupiter will be in Leo for a whole year. But we have the new moon in Leo with Jupiter conjunct. And that is saying that we can get in touch with the wisdom in our heart sooner. We don't have to wait until the whole message of Jupiter and Leo. We can get in touch with it sooner and start really looking for those opportunities and listening to the heart. And again, for you, Mars has gone into your Mars is your ruler, traditional ruler, in its ruling sign, Scorpio, be able for you to know and use and harness that passion you have within to fulfill what it is is important for you to fill. And we finish the month with Mercury entering into the party of Leo, and that takes us up to August.